Alright people, I'm back again because we're just looking at the file on the other phone and it's done that dodgy thing again. So this phone here might tend to play up when it's full, like when it goes to become full.
Well, it does say that on, I think some systems can play up.
Some systems can play up.
Yeah, but that's what happens.
So that might be the issue of the dodgy files that I'm getting.
Yes.
Which will be good. That'll be taking one thing off my mind
so far
on certain things.
It seems to be, yeah.
Yeah. It just has to do it on certain clips, but it does it, doesn't it? So, there you go. So the last part of this, I'm sorry people, when I was pulling this apart, I put it back together and then I re-pulled it apart again to have a look at the motor, because I made sure everything was all lined up there and all that, and everything was good. And then we had a look at the motor to see if it was spinning, where it was connected to, and it was spinning, but it was just making a noise. So I thought it would really
I think I might have got that one, babe.
You might have got that? Well,
got
I'm adding it just in case.
Yeah, we got the first bit of video, and then I told you it's exceeded its limit, and then it says doing another recording, but then obviously it hasn't done it, the second little bit.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about, but that's when I was talking about the motor.
Yeah, you might have, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I mentioned it now, babe. Yeah. I don't think it said that's what we missed. Because the last part is what I just mentioned.
We've got like 10 minutes.
So I'm right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm right. Everyone will find out when we put it up.
Anyway.
Yeah, because the last part that I was talking about was the motor, because we put it all back together, and then I said everything should be right, and then we used it, and it's still the same. So I pulled it all apart again like this to show, and you can hear the motor and to talk about the motor, right? And everything's all connected. So it's the motor, not enough torque.
Yeah, that's the end of the video.
The bearings or something's loose in there and gone wrong. And I was talking about that I used to pull things apart when I was a kid as well. That was the last thing I said. And I used to muck around with remote control cars and those little game machine things that kids used to play around with screens and old little computers and stereos and all sorts of stuff like that. I used to ting around. Some things I fixed and some things I didn't, but at least I learned a lesson when I didn't, fix anything. I'm like, oh, I know how that works. And that's how I found out when I was probably 6, 7, and I hooked up with my earphone wire. I wanted to know if there was power coming out of my earphone wire, so I hooked it up to a little mini one of these motors, and then found out that there was that's alright, I'm about to stop this in a second, that there was music coming out of the motor. Anyway people, I'll see you a bit later. Bye.